Hello. Hello, everybody. Who we got? Hello, Veritai, Sayori, Jira, King, Kekia, Saru. Hello. And welcome to the Thunderdome. It's not the Thunderdome, but it's close enough. How's everybody doing today? Hello, Johnny. Welcome to the stream. Will the boop boop? Question. Should pop up. Oh no, my boop. Yeah. Can I make that replay? The state of this is nuts. Hello, Blood Angels. Hello, Rupert. And Bambi, hello. Just getting things set up. And then we'll get on with things. Oh, there we go. That boop worked. Alright, sounds are working now. Right. Got everything sorted. Yeah, there's that too.
Emotional, damn it!
I have no idea how loud that actually is. But it's loud for me. Let's put it that way. It needs to be louder. Oh gosh. Are you sure?
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Yes, just to suffer. All right, let's put on some other musics. If it doesn't max out the red in the stream, the audio is not authentic.
Wow.
Well, fine. Right. Hands. Hello from home between work. Hello, D. Welcome. It's Friday, so we're all chilling. I'm trying to get my keyboard to disappear. There we go. And you can't see it. Yep, hands. Right, we're going to do some painting. So I've got my trusty slab. Because I don't use a wet palette. Even though I probably could. I just don't. But yeah, we're going to do some painting today. So that's my plan. Reflection. Light. Return the slab. Yes. Right, I've got a few models to do. Or that I'm going to try and do today. And maybe some other bits in between. So we'll just see how that goes in general. So the ones I'm going to be doing are these boys, which are the this camera decides when it does and doesn't want to focus. Nope. These are Primaris Heavy Intercessors, so I'm going to have a go at painting those. I have started a little bit on them, but we've got other things I can do. Like, I've got this this guy who's currently underway. Lift that up a bit more, then people can actually see what I'm showing better. This guy... I like Heavy Intercessors. But I've got some normal ones, like I've got this... banner lad that I might do as well, just to start. So let's get started. What am I doing on these first? I am using Black Templar contrast. That's what I'm doing. I'll be painting these in my custom chapter colors. which is this. Come on, camera. Don't be a dummy. It's gonna be a dummy. Can I just take manual control of that focus? I bet I can. Configure video. No, not that button. That button. Turn off autofocus. Maybe put it at like 22. Does that work? That works a bit better. So I'm going to be painting them in this color, which is my custom Space Marine chapter. I'm not very good at three-handing, so that's why they've not got any chapter symbols on them yet. But yeah. My brain just exploded. Raz, hello, welcome. First time chatter. Hello and welcome to the stream. Now I need to turn down the focus so you can actually see what I'm doing. Or have I just messed things up? There we go. This camera's a derp at the best of times. Right. Let's get cracking, shall we? I'll use an older brush for this. Okay, we're all good to go. So, how have you guys been today? It's Friday, so it's the start of the weekend. 10 minutes and then I broke the stream. I mean, something generally doesn't work half the time for me, so... Just woke up. Nothing wrong with just waking up. Decent so far. Hello, Hazard. Welcome, welcome. Trying to decide what I want to do this evening. You're driving. Well, I'm sure there's plenty of things people can do. Just depends on what. Hobbying is always a good one. And video games. They're my top two. Worried about where this goes. Gonna get painted over, Ed? Having lunch as usual. Nothing wrong with lunch. Something good, I hope. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. I do hope you enjoy your stay. I'm trying to do miniature streams a bit more regularly, but I do play video games as well, just as a heads up. I'm not purely a miniature streaming channel. But that seems to be okay for the most part for a lot of people. Oh, and I'm by no means a very good painter either, so... where else? I think that's everything that I'm worried about. Alright, the vents on the top. Put that in there. Rub it off. Like magic. there, and a little here too. Right, that's you. Next. And we'll see how far we can get with these today. Some steak. Ooh, steak is nice. What kind of Taurox? Is that how you say it? Or is it a Taurox? Taurox? No idea what. I don't either. Things are pronounced so many different ways, you just never know what's the right and wrong way to say things half the time. If there, I can. Cool. Or rock. You want Insta-link slide going off what? I think I can. If you whisper the link to one of my mods and they'll post it, 'cause I've got link protection on just because I've had a lot of people come in and spam all sorts of things in the past. But I'm always happy to have a look. A dinosaur hunter if you want. Not necessarily. What? I think we have Oh yeah, I've got a Discord server. If you fancy dropping some links there. I always feel cheeky saying, oh yeah, I've got a Discord server. Yeah, because I think mods can post links unless that doesn't even work. I don't know. Kind of edit my setup as I go. I'll go take a look. I'll need to figure out how to get it to pop up on screen though. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah. There's my Discord. Instagram link. Let's have a look. Ooh, very nice. Have you used an airbrush for that? Oh, I'm liking how that's looking so far. I didn't know that kit was still available though. Don't have an airbrush myself. I'm not sure whether I'll get the most out of it. But I've seen a lot of people say different things about them, so maybe I'll try one eventually. keep popping up in like tutorial videos. Good tool to have, but not vital. Yeah. Just the way I could probably see me using it the most is to prime models indoors when it's too wet and windy outside. Get models primed. Primer is absolute hell on your airbrush. Oh, is it? Also put another pic. Little have a look. Ooh, I love that. Like a crocodile or a lizard man. Yeah, I really like that one. A dread gator. That's cool. Also, I'm just looking now. I love your Krieg dog and your Astra Militarum pug as well. I think it's a pug. They look really cute. I very much approve of those. Yeah. I do love how the community is so creative with like custom models. You get some like really silly but cool ones, and I always like those. I can't see because I don't have any. Oh, can't you click the links in the server and it pops up? Ah, that's a shame. I'll try and figure out how to show them on stream for next time. But I need to add that to my to-do list. Then I can just show everybody on stream and that'll be fine. It goes, no, make an account. Yeah, they do like to finagle people into making accounts for things these days. Like that. Hydrate, I will do that in just a second. get all this on so it can start drying. Oh, awesome. There you go, Sarah. You can have a look. Where did I put my... on that. So this guy. Yeah, they're good, aren't they? Definitely show them off as you go, because I'm always happy to see what other people are doing. On this. Good. Working on the last addition to my character vault as well as developing my demon pirates. Ooh, very cool. Hello, Rebel. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well today. Alright, just doing some mini painting this evening. Something nice and chill. Just got this bit under here. Doing okay today. Awesome. Let's see, where do I want to start? I need... Can't find the paint that I need. Wraithbone. Decided to hide from me. There we go. Got it. Switch from that brush to that brush. Looking. Yeah, the mix won't hurt. There we go. Just muted because I've got a paint shaker and sometimes it vibrates the desk and the microphone just goes crazy. So don't exactly want to subject people to that. Because that wouldn't be fun. Right. How do I want to paint these guys? That's a question. Because what I usually do is I do the lower half. What do I do? I do Wraithbone and then Talite Ochre on top. And these are for the normal Primaris, so I need to figure out how I want to do that on these. It's raining today, actually pretty warm. Rain and warm don't go well together, because then it becomes horribly humid. I do all that lower half Wraithbone and just leave that top bit, the grey, mostly shoulder pads, maybe the circles as well. Just the brush flies out of my... We'll try that, we'll see how it goes. Not too fussed about being neat at this point because it's just an undercolor. It's not hot, it's just nice. Oh, okay. There's the you can have your window open. Yeah, I try and have my window open as much as I can, even during the winter, just for fresh air. Sometimes it's a little too cold. It still is pretty cold, so... Too much about beef. A larger brush like this is any good, or if I should just use a smaller one. Used to the humidity. Humidity is horrible for me. Like high humidity in the middle of summer. Ugh. Oh, thank you. I don't mind warm, dry weather because I can cope with that. But humid heat, that's a hard pass from me. I would just melt. Which D-pad it Where's the... Okay. It sucks for curly hair. Oh, I can imagine. Makes your hair big. I try and keep my hair fairly short during the summer, just because it helps, but yeah. I want to be a little neat, but pretty. So the bottom half, and I did that circle, didn't I? And I can stick that here or not. I think it'll be good because a bit visual interest further up other than just grey. That'd be alright. I do apologize that the camera's not like super focused. This is as focused I can get it like it is now, which is annoying. I need to get a better one, but that's a waiting game. One good thing about summer though, you can prime as many models as you want outside, and it is for the humidity. If you live here, you could most of the year. Yeah, I'd be one of the, like, you know, a lot of people like go on vacation for the winter to like warmer places because you know, they want to get away from the cold. I'd be one of those people that goes away in the summer to get away from the heat and have a vacation somewhere cold. Make sure you can see what I'm doing while I'm not always the best angle. Can I even get to them? I think I can. I know in future, because I've got some more of these to build up, I'm definitely going to sub-assemble them and paint them separately. This is just one of those times where I really wanted the models built because they looked cool. And honestly, it's just nice to have built models, but if they're not painted yet. You can make now. Get some colour down. That's the legs and those bits. Shoulder pads, and then a pack. Oh. What did I do? Okay. Go. It does go. Hey, you're not moving your mouse. Hydrate, I can do that. So what happened with the chunky tank? Did you finish it? It's not quite finished yet, no. I'll grab it in just a second. I finished the main body, and I just need to do the clean up and stick together the hull mounted weapons. I've got the sponsons to do as well. And then I'm going to magnetize the turret, because I think I'll just get more value out of it if I can swap out the options. Just grab it. So that was the end result so far. But what I've not done is stuck that bit on, which I probably can at this point, because these sponsons, I can just pull out the guns and stick them in. Ish. There we go. So they don't really need magnetizing, because I can just push and pull them out. As for the turret, this is going to be more complicated, because you've got your main gun, which that doesn't need magnetizing. That one's just the same gun all the time. And then this cover top goes on top like that. That's probably going to be fine. The only issue is there's this back piece here, and it's not just this one piece, because obviously that'll just fit on like that, but there are 3 different backs for all 3 guns, and one of them comes over the top and sticks on top of this. So I just need to figure out how to set a magnet in there so that I can clip all those bits on, and then figure out what I want to do with the gun. But if I leave this loose and just make sure it sits flush, then I should be fine not magnetizing the main gun, honestly. And then after I figured that out, I can build the sponsons, and it's pretty much finished then. And then I can just get it primed and painted. Has the music stopped? Yes, it has. So we'll start playing this one instead. See what that one's like. Look that over there. Bonk. Can a 3D printer print chocolate? Probably, yeah. And what is this? That was a Kratos heavy tank from Warhammer Horus Heresy. One of Games Workshop's, I wouldn't say newer games, but it's had a new edition. Chocolate Marines. You could probably do Chocolate Marines. I don't know how well it would print in chocolate, though. I'm going to be honest with you. Chocolate tank. Ooh, yeah. I was looking on some new releases for molds. And one of the... It was funny because I was saying this to Saru before the stream. One of the molds says it's resin grade and food grade silicon. So you could literally do chocolate scenery and paint it all up with food grade paints and things. And after you're like done playing with the terrain and stuff, you can just eat the terrain. Which I thought was an amusing idea to me. Chocolate Tyranids. Ooh, that'd be good. I think just playing a game with chocolate minis in general would be awesome because when a mini dies, you could just eat it. Well, this mini's dead. Nom nom nom. And hello, Tass. How are you doing? Well, right. If the unit gets to eat it. Yeah, exactly. Chocolate Tyranids filled with marzipan. I don't know if you could do fillings. That'd be interesting. A retirement plan to make chocolate miniatures. It's a novel idea. Doing alright? That is awesome. It would be tricky. They kill your unit, they consume its biomass. Okay, and then I've just got the circle on the back to do. And then he can dry, and we'll start the next one. That's actually, yeah, fingerprints in it. Not bad. Now you want chocolate. I mean, you could always get some chocolate. Nothing's stopping you. And you just had chocolate. The Horizon Zero Dawn Ferro robots are the perfect counter to Tyranids. They literally use biomass as fuel. That's actually an interesting observation. Angry noises. Has anybody here played a lot of 9th edition since it came out? Out of curiosity. I just wondered how Tyranids were, if anybody knew. Played some Tyranids, a top tier army at the minute. Oh, nice. And you haven't had a single game because of COVID. Yeah, COVID really buggered up a lot of games. I feel like the world's opened up this year properly. I know it was like the end of 2022 when we started opening everything back up, but we're getting all the conventions and things back again now. Here it is, got the biggest buff in years. Right. Are they still the kind of army where you have like mass hordes of units and you just charge them in? Or are they more like smaller units, lots of guns? Really durable, very killy. They're doing objectives with lots of units. Really never is. Okay. Let's go to conventions again. Yeah. When they first came out, it was the other armies got nerfed, and the Tyranny Codex was designed to fight against pre-nerfed armies. Oh, okay. I know that was the issue with Leagues of Votan, wasn't it? They did test games against pre-nerfed armies, and that's why it was, quote, too powerful at launch. Guardsmen now no longer have conscripts to max out a 10-guy squad. Oh, max out a 10-guy squad, right. Strong for bro. Absolutely abhorrent to play against special weapons on marine bodies. Oh. That sounds fun to go up against. The models are cool, though. It's a very different aesthetic than I was expecting. Do you know when we first got that, like, teaser trailer, and it, like, zoomed down to the guy in the ship after the door opens? You look at his armor and you go, oh, cool. They're going to look like power-armored mini Space Marines, almost, but the actual design aesthetic of the entire army is very different I was expecting. Not that that is a bad thing. They have a rule for everything, and there's so much you just can't take against them. They have 150 who can... What? They have a guy that can take on a knight in close combat and win? Don't worry, when the Marines get the new codex. One round full health knight. Oof, that sounds harsh. Played against them last night with my buddy. I always love my buddy, but I just realized I don't like figure out how to play against them. I'll eventually get to play 9th edition, and if not 9th, then 10th edition, because I think that's supposed to be coming out this year. Although I don't know if I'm gonna buy any of the books for a good while. Figure out the best way to hold this to actually get to the spaces I want. I like 9th's missions, but absolutely despise 9th's power creeping codexes. 10th is supposed to be coming out at some point, but it'll probably, you know. Yeah, that's true. So they finally stopped codex. World Eaters are perfect. Kind of messy, but way more balanced. That's what I've heard. I've got the books for 30k. I've just not sat down and read through them yet to see how to actually play. Blood Angels, who's in the chat somewhere, he helped me do 2 army lists yesterday because I've got I do have some Thousand Sons all the way back from Betrayal of Calth. I got them in that box set because I got them from Forge World, and I got the Thousand Sons upgrade thing with it. So I do have like a little Thousand Sons force because of that. And then was gonna do Imperial Fist as well because I like Imperial Fists. Right, I need to actually paint that. Other side. Yeah, that's all I'm waiting for really. It's just a nice couple of warm days so I can get some models primed. I'm just trying to get as many models ready to the point where I'm going to prime them so that I can just go outside and mass prime. I've got an extra can of the primer that I use as well in case I run out. I got spoiled on the ending of the Horus Heresy. I mean, I think we all know how the Horus Heresy ends, even if we haven't read the books or played the games. It's pretty straightforward. It's pointless. Horus might win in the end. I do like that fan one. Is it the Dorian Heresy, where it's Rogel Dawn. Been summoned to work again. She'll lurk on PC in the meantime. Alrighty, D. Have a safe work thank you for the lurk. I knew that was going to rhyme, but I just said it anyway. K is just Eva Train. I'm hoping Kurz and Sanguinius finally get together. Oh, for like a fight? The Dorian Heresy is a mixed bag. Some of its story is just because, but a lot of it is actually very well written and sticks to the characters. Okay. I've not sat down and read through it, I just like the idea of it. Just to see like how it would have been if things were flipped around. That was loud. Why is this making bubbles? Stop making bubbles. Like Gilliman never went traitor in the fan lore because Gilliman just doesn't ever go against the Emperor. Ultramarines are just separatists. Oh, so they declare their independence against the Imperium and just don't fight for either side? Fiddly to get. Smaller brush for a minute. Not that brush. Yeah, the realm of Ultramar in the Dorian Heresy is an independent faction that trades with the Tau and Eldar. Never would have thought I'd hear that Ultramarines trading with Tau and Eldar. Well, maybe Eldar considering the current 40k law, but yeah. There we go. Rather just see Chaos Ultramarine. Isn't there any successor chapters of Ultramarines that went traitor? Oh, okay, there you go then. You could always do a successor chapter. It's a whole bunch of Ultramarines to turn traitor. Okay. Just not a lot with cannon ski. Survive long, but call a right. Your favorite, Constantius? The Liberator got mercied and murked. Oh, murked and never got a colour scheme. Marines turning traitor? That's chaos propaganda. Is it though, Rupert? Is it? Imagine the chaos propaganda art room. They just do a lot of scheming, don't they, mostly? Never really propaganda. Hydrate. Alpha Legion do propaganda. Well, I'm not surprised if it's the Alpha Legion. I just choose not to try and understand the Alpha Legion because it's confusing and it makes my brain hurt. It's like, are the Primarchs dead? Are they not dead? Who do I believe? I have no idea. The Omega Legion. I know, I just imagine a chaos journalist bringing a propaganda report to their editor, all in power armor. That would be funny. They just have the chest piece and the back of the power pack painted blue, and it says journalist on the back of the power pack. You're trying to frame ghosts with glasses and a fake mustache, and of course a tie over the armor. That might be a funny model to actually just try and kit bash. Do a Chaos Marine just as a journalist and get some green stuff to do a tie on the front. I'd be down to try that. because I've bought a bunch of green stuff recently, and I do actually want to learn to start sculpting a little. So why not something funny? What was that? This music is doing all sorts of weird things just randomly. Fitting as journalists are agents of chaos. Yeah, I'll like have a look on eBay some things, see if I can pick up a cheap mini, and we'll do some kit bashing on it and make it a chaos journalist just for fun. I'll have a look on. I might just have a look on Thingiverse and see if there's actually any torsos that can just be edited. If there is, then that would actually save a lot of time. Wet. Get me a pic. I won't mind more Primarchs coming back in general. The non-evil ones. Mainly for the what have you done to the Imperium of Men? Corax. Which Corax is the guy that he's the Primarch of the Raven Guard, is it? Yeah, didn't he like? Isn't he like in the warp and is some kind of like demon prince of the Emperor as like a birdman now or something? That's what I've seen, Tass. They put out an Emperor's tarot today called, I think it's called The Lost Child. And it basically how it looks and what's said hints towards it being the lion coming back. He's a bird. Giant demonic bird man. But he's not. Oh, but he's not a demon. Okay. Right, we've got a few confusing things with that story. Sure. Okay. Because I literally have no idea how warp works other than don't question it. Logar himself confirmed he's not a demon. Oh, wow. I wonder if that means because Russ is in the warp as well, isn't he? Probably alive. The story we got for his being a bird thing. Okay. What's a Vtuber? Comes from. Or sorry. Okay. It could be a big wolf man. Yeah. Which was it? Yeah. The Emperor's Tarot, the tarot cards they've been doing for Oxavoma have all been super vague, but then on the nose at what it could be at the same time. I need to find it again. Supposedly Magnus has seen Russ. Ooh, okay. He pities what Russ is now. That doesn't sound good. Wait, what? What? Oh! Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Saru. Liquitex acrylic. Oh, that's the flow stuff and the paintbrushes. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That was unexpected. Yeah, again, thank you very much for that. Thank you never seems enough when people gift me things. I need, but I don't know. Thank you. Right, that's his body. Now let's do his arms. As this paper towel slowly gets more wetter. Let me just give this another shake. There we go. I guess this is something I've not asked yet. What have you guys got planned for the weekend? I've got something fun planned for tomorrow. Painting on my fresh print. Ooh. Ah, so you do 3D printing too. If Kingmaker tonight, probably the same thing you're doing tomorrow. It is the same thing, Tess. Then both Sunday games. Oh, that's what you meant. Sorry, miles away there. Going to a tea party with my local Lolita Yelkin. Oh, awesome. Got 3D print on myself. I've just not touched it in like 12 months because I don't know. It was one of those. I got a bunch of stuff to print and it all failed, and it just disheartened me. So I cleaned everything up and I've not touched it for a while. Advise you to take a look. One-page rules. Ooh, okay. I've heard of one-page rules. I've just never looked at their stuff. Yeah, the 3D printing help desk and suggested settings. I've implemented those. I've never had a fail print. Oh, okay. I'm definitely going to have a look then. I don't know how my 3D printer will stack up against the newer ones because I have the Anycubic Photon and I think it's the first one, which I don't know how it's chalks up against the newer models. I don't think it's the mono. Music, what are you doing? There we go. I have to check which one it is. Actually, can I just check on the computer now? I should have the order somewhere. Let me. Don't make it easy for myself, do I? Not them. Hiding your keyboard is not the best thing. Ah, there we go. The Anycubic Photon S is the one I've got. I got it while there was a promotion on it, and then remember I watched someone's YouTube video and they had like a further discount code for it. So I just ended up picking that one up because it worked out well, pretty cheap deal at the time. What is this music doing? Come on. Yes, I'm still here, YouTube. But they sent it without tracking, and the mono about the same price. It'll right. Then yes. Ah, okay. On page rules and check out the help. Whatever that. I'd rather I'd rather chat with people in a Discord server or whatever about help and setting suggestions because I've seen Facebook groups of people talking and half the time it's people arguing about what is and isn't the best settings for what printers. So yeah. I don't mind somebody holding my hand going through settings. Go. Right, I'll join their Discord after this then. Is it a Patreon only Discord or is it a public one anyone can join? I swear the music's trolling me now. On-page rules also seems really good mechanically from what I've seen. Okay. Part of the Patreon mods is access to Discord. Right. Oh, I don't mind signing up. So. There's a couple of Patreons that I actually do want to give a go. Looks like... calling it for the evening. Put a pic on my progress. Let's have a quick look then. Ooh, very nice. Oh, you're doing the interior as well. That's some pretty good progress, man. Nice one. Well, have a good evening, and thank you for the follow and joining the Discord server. I do appreciate it. Catch you later. Because brush was a little too wet. Yeah. That button. Checking this message super quick. Ah, there we go. Oh, I'll hydrate while I'm at it then. This is nice though, because it's like, this is tedious to do, but I'm doing all 5 at once, and I've got a bunch of people to chat with that are just following along, which is nice. What I normally do is I find ambient tracks, and I just listen to those while painting. I've tried painting, watching movies, or just like YouTube videos, like normal YouTube videos, and I end up finding them too distracting. I end up getting more absorbed in what's going on the screen. What I'm actually doing myself. Alright. Ooh, I like this. It's got some really good piano in it, this one, I remember. That's the bit I like, that bit that just played. Yeah, what's the channel I usually go and listen to is, where are they? What are they called? They're here somewhere on my list. The channel's called Space Wave Cosmic Relaxation, and they do like all sorts of like studying and ambience and stuff, but they're really good just to listen to in general, or even I've used a couple for just ambience in RPG games as well. What? No, it's not. That's just my eyes. too damp. Actually, can I just drop a link in stream chat to the channel? Does that work? So I've never actually dropped links in myself. I usually turn on VTubers. I will if they're live, but I have a lack of VTubers that stream in the day. I probably should find more people to follow and watch. Oh yeah, I can just grab the link. Yeah, that works. That's the channel I usually listen to for ambience. I've started following a lot of other mini painters though on Twitch as well, because it's nice to see how others. And then I guess the only other channel I do listen to while I'm painting is Painting Phase. They do like a weekly podcast. It's either just the three of them or they'll have a guest on. Like they had oh gosh, they've had James Hewitt on, who did Necromunda 2016, Adeptus Titanicus. He did Blood Bowl and Blitz Bowl, and Warhammer Quest: The Silver Tower. And like just listening to his perspective on games design and stuff was really, really interesting. And then I can't remember who they've had Dave from MS Paints on there as well. That was such a chaotic one. And then I don't remember the chap's name, but he was one of the like OG sculptors for Games Workshop. And follow his Patreon. He has a Patreon. Tomorrow night, forgot to actually. So what I was doing, I am gonna be in new D&D campaign as a player, obviously not as a GM. I've not GM'd in 2 years now, I think. So that's going to be fun. Not something I'm going to be streaming, obviously, but one day I will stream RPG games. Well, tabletop RPG games. Any ideas for if I GM? Yeah, I've got a few. I think I'm going to take some advice that I've seen a lot floating around recently, which is try as many different systems as you can so that you get a better idea of what's out there. And thank you, Sayori. I'm sure it's going to be a fun game. Like, I'm finally going to bite the bullet and run the starter adventure for the Alien RPG game. I'm going to run a couple of the big adventures for D&D that I've picked up with the intent of running and then never have. Like, I got Descent into Avernus and what's the other one called? Rime of the Frost Maiden. I got those with the intention of running them and then never did. But I have the books, so that's on my to-do list, as it were. I'd like to run Stars Without Number again, because that was fun. It's noodly, but it's fun. And I think there's a lot of people that would actually like me to run Shadowrun again at some point. Yep, that's him. Now for the heavy weapons guy. Yeah, Shadowrun 5th edition is pretty good. For all the complaints that I've had about it, once I learned how to play, I learned how to GM. And once you learn how to GM, you're pretty much good. But it's also one of those games where you don't need to know all the rules as long as you and your players help each other out. You're generally going to be okay rules-wise. I've had pretty good groups for that so far, so... It's one of those games where I don't mind if people say, actually, GM, that's wrong. It's done this way, because I'd rather know than not. Which paint? No. Yeah, polite rules lawyering. I don't know how all the characters work and interact with each other, so if you're playing an adept or something crazy and it's got some very specific things, I'm just going to trust that you're not going to cheat, and I'm just going to let you get on with it, basically. I'll be honest, that's generally my approach as a GM anyway. I don't know all the rules for everybody's characters. I have a pretty good idea of how most things work, for D&D, for example. But I just trust my players know what they're doing, so that I don't have to. That makes sense. Gosh, these wires are so fiddly. Knew this one would be a pain. if you're gonna cheat in a tabletop role-playing game, then I don't see the point in playing it with others. Do you know what I mean? At that point, you're just kidding yourself. Weird hand movements. I want to make sure I can get this one little bit painted. They're going to be lurking for a bit. Hopefully I'll come back at some point. Alright, Jira, no worries. That one. Have a nice... Yes. Go. How many of those dudes have painted boots now? 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will be the 5th. Okay, I'll hydrate. I'll hydrate. Ah. I know I said it last stream, but I'll say it again. I really like that one because it's so aggressively telling you to hydrate. You will hydrate. Five painted boots, dudes. Yeah. I'm by no means a fast painter, but then I'm not going to rush. I mean, the speed I'm working at now is... I mean, it's a little faster than I usually work, because I get distracted easily. So, like, I'll paint a little bit, stop, watch a couple of YouTube videos, and then I might not touch the model for, like, an hour, and then I'll go back and I'll paint a little bit more, and then I'll stop again, because I've been distracted, so... Streaming mini-painting actually keeps me focused. Or at least that's what I'm finding right now, because this is... I would have distracted myself by now. That's for sure. But I don't normally batch paint either, so... I remember when I first got back into painting again a couple of years ago, I said to myself, oh, I'm going to do everything batch painting because that seems like the fastest way to do things. And when I started doing it and when I started trying to do it, I was like, oh man, this is so soul crushing. But then I just got back into the hobby and I didn't really know what I was doing either. Watching art makes me want to do art. It helps. I get distracted too otherwise. Yeah, batch painting is very tedious. Do we ever know what we're doing? I don't know, Johnny. I honestly, probably not. But it would be nice. Just every once in a while to know what we're doing. Why are we still here? We're here because we're painting.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Yes. Yes. We're here just to suffer. I'm glad you find the new sound clips funny. With all the quacks, boinks, and everything else in between. Done. The response to that question. Oh, posture check and stretch. Oh, I needed that stretch, that's for sure. Every mini I paint, I'm going, this looks like trash, I should be ashamed. Then I null and oil it, and like 20 minutes after painting, I'm like, I'm a good painter. Honestly, I get like that too. Like, good example. I've got this dude at the moment, and he's primed grey just like the rest, and I've done all the metal and just put a bit of the Wraith Bone on and done some of the recess shading where I want it to be and things. And right now, to me, that model is ugly as sin. But once I get the grey colour on and the orange colour on, it's going to look so much better, and I'll be like, yeah, that looks okay. Yeah, null and oil skill in a bottle. Liquid talent, yeah, that's the one I've heard. Liquid talent. Painting for years houses has taught me that you only need to make it look good at the very end. Yeah. Different dude. Yeah, that one is. You should see my... like, you show this one, because like this guy's actually starting to look nice. I do the focus at about that. I can bring it close and the light will just not work. Like, that's just flat, that's just base colors so far. And just getting it to this stage makes it look so much better. Bonk. Let me bring the focus back down. Zoom. Magic. And posture check, I shall. Has painted none of them. We'll have to get you some sometime, Sayori, because I think just having a go at it at least once is fun to do. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really liking that one. I've got that one to finish, and then I've got loads of them. It's like the same mini. So I've got another one ready to do in a different chapter color. So I'm doing a little project where I get people's custom chapters or just custom colors that people would like, and I will build and paint the mini. And slowly over time, I'll gain a collection. All the different chapters. No dude left beef. What? I'm not sure I follow with that one. I would attempt to paint. I'm used to canvas painting though. I mean, painting a mini's... Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's too much different. Use the entire canvas brush to paint the mini. It goes by quicker. I mean, I think it's the army painter sells it. They've got this. It's literally just a paint can full of a wash, and you literally just pick your mini up with some metal, metal crimps or whatever, and you just dip the entire model in it, lift it up, just shake it to dry the excess off, put it down. Yeah, quick shade. And it literally just does it for you. Yeah, I've seen mixed results. Because some people have used it and it looks great. Other people have used it and it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. And it's not. I think it comes down to how you use it. So I think if you get like all the base colors down and then use quick shade and then go back in over the top of it with some of the base colors again and then your highlights and stuff, I think that's probably the best way to do it. That's the way I've seen it being done, at least. And that turned out pretty decent looking. Oops. Microphone there. I've almost got this color down. Then I get to start messing with contrast. Yep. Cool. Right, that's that one. Gross Dunes is my next weapon of choice. And I don't use this the way you're supposed to use contrast paints, but then it's the way how I've ended up using it. What's going on here? Yeah. Oh. Okie dokie. Right. I just have to figure this out. So I don't brush. I will hydrate, thank you. I'm trying to use this. It's going to be hard to see it at first, but once I start using it a bit more, you'll see. I like to use this for recess shading, and I'll do it at this stage before I go over with a light ochre. I make it at least pull up a little bit in the recesses on cracks, crevices. Handy guide. I mean, I guess I could just slap it all over, but I don't. I don't thin it, I just do it straight from the pot. That seems to work fine. I don't think the dudes want to be dunked in paint. No, I don't think they do either. These guys are fine because I have no intention of dunking them in paint or shade. See if we can at least get all of these with the first coat of this on. is in about an hour's time. Music, don't stop. Has it stopped? Yes, I'm still here. Realised it had been 30 minutes since I touched the computer. Looking nice, thank you. I mean, this is just like to do the recess shading, and obviously I'm going over it with Towlight Ochre. I arguably could go over with Towlight Ochre first, then do this, and then another coat over the top, but this is how I've always done it. I hate that "Are you still here" notification. Yeah. Sayori's told me that there's an add-on you can get for most browsers that turns that off, so it doesn't pop up anymore. Stop your music. I've just not actually got it yet. I'm trying to decide if I should paint or not tonight. I say it depends, Johnny. If you feel like you'll get a decent amount done, go for it, because then you can be like, yeah, I did some cool stuff today. But if you don't really feel like it, then don't push yourself too. I think the legs are the most fiddly bit on this by far. Don't know if it will make me feel better or not, feeling like crap. Playing against Photon Candid Howard Warhammer. Ah, I'm sorry, dude. Whoa. He almost went a flying lesson and he doesn't have a jump pack. Wait, I'm missing something, aren't I? Yeah, I forgot to do that on all the models. Of course I have. Let's quickly remedy that, shall we? I do my Aquila's the same color as the orange, so I actually need to go do that quickly. Don't make him go swimming. I don't want him to go swimming. You could just play video games, Johnny. Then, if you're not fancying it, nothing wrong with that. Or watch some VTubers. Warhammer makes me feel productive. That I understand completely. When I've got somewhere doing building or painting or whatever, I feel accomplished. The same when I'm making content up for RPG games. I'll get to a point and I'll be like, I've done a lot. I'm happy with what I've done. And then if I end up not doing much, I'm just like, damn, I didn't do enough. Even if I've done a lot though, sometimes I'll still feel like I've never done enough. It's a vicious cycle. You've been playing a game all day. I'm gonna guess it's Destiny 2 you've been playing. Just a hunch. Very, yeah. Where if the music stopped again? It has, hasn't it? Okay. There we go. Yeah, I've not had any games of ninth edition, but I don't think I'd let it bother me if too much if I'm not that good at playing. That's good. But that's me personally, because I know I'm not going to be good at playing. I have no idea your skill level. I don't want to presume. It's more that it's his new army, so he's excited to play. Right. Come on, browser. We had a deal. The deal is you play music. You know? Alright, play this one then. The full playlist. Okay. This night some Wikipedia. Have you thought about doing a narrative campaign, maybe? Where you guys start with, like, small forces and then slowly make it bigger over time? Just so you can maybe have a fun little narrative going where it just slowly escalates. Crusade. Crusade's the narrative one, right? We are doing a crusade with his other army, just was. Yeah, ah, okay. So no, crusade is the one thing that brought back interest to 40k for me, because the first time they said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do like narrative campaigns," and everything that I heard initially was like, "Oh well, it's just gonna be like, you know, a D&D-esque narrative, but with 40k fights," which sounded good to me. We'll get to do the narrative campaign. Me and Sarah got one set up for Space Marines against Tau that we need to do at some point. Sometimes it's having the space to do that though, because that's the only reason that stopped me ever doing board building, is where am I going to put it once I've built it? Because I'm going to need somewhere to store it. And I don't have a huge lot of space at the moment. Guys went for go. Do you ever get it where you're focusing on something and then suddenly your eyes will like spasm like that to your vision and then it stops? I don't like it, but it happens to me. But not all the time. No, that's Black Templar. I'm not. Where's Hagaros Dunes? There it is. Yeah, can't say I'm a fan of it. Right, switch over to that brush again. Not had that. It's usually when I'm painting and I'm like really focusing on what I'm doing that it happens. But again, it's not all the time, it's just like at random. Oh, you said you've had that. Sorry, I misread that completely. I'm a derp. Right, I can just carry on now. Perfect. Hello. Call you breadsticks or gobbo? I'll call you breadsticks, unless gobbo is preferred. But hello, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Breadsticks is good. Alrighty. I don't take a break like I should when doing art or playing games. Honestly, I think we're all guilty of that at some point. You look at the clock and you go, all right, I'll take a break in 5 minutes, and then 15 minutes will have gone past, and you're like, uh, I'll go another 15 minutes, and then I'll take a break, and then 30 minutes will have gone past, and then suddenly you've gone a few more hours and you've not took a break, and you're just like, well, no point stopping now. Or I only get my hand cookie jar. Cookies in ages. I need cookies. That's what I need. Just don't buy snack foods much. Which I suppose is good? Question mark. Am I looking? The Civ one more turn mentality. Yeah, that's the one. I picked up I streamed it the other week, Star Sector. I need to stream it again at some point soon. I've been playing that a lot off stream. That definitely is one of those 5 more minutes games. And then like ages goes past. I've been hankering for cookies, but I can't go anywhere right now because 2 days of freezing rain has basically encased my van in ice. That doesn't sound fun. And it's so thick that salt can't get through it. Oh, wow. These were so encased that when I was outside I could hear them creaking from the weight. Oh, wow. I've never heard of trees just getting so frozen up like that. Okay. The next leg. Stream Star Sector again since you... Yeah, no, I'm gonna Sayori. It's on my list. Now that we've pretty much almost finished with Horizon Zero Dawn and we're just going through the DLC, I'll be streaming Star Sector after that. And I'll just mix it up with some other games on other days as well. There is legit an inch plus thick layer of ice on everything. I tried to scrape it off windows and it wasn't. Hang. Is everything where you are just shut down when the weather gets like that then, or is it just like they keep the main roads and everything clear and everything else is an afterthought? Take the ice cracker tool thing. Ooh. Easy. Again. They pre-salted the main roads. 4-day blizzard we had around Xmas. I shut everything. Okay. I know Canada got hit by that bomb recently as well, didn't they? Where I live, there's an even chance of snow. Everything We're not prepared for snow though. Where I live, we do try and prepare for snow, but if it snows, then yeah, everything just shuts down. We can deal with light snow here, and that's about it. So the lower half done. Snow only, yes, the stuff needed to deal with it is all the place. Right. X doesn't. I know Canada spends a ridiculous amount of money on just snow removal, don't they? Like it's in the tens of millions. Something silly. So I watched a YouTube video and it showed what Canada does with. I can't remember where in Canada it was, but there's an old quarry, and it's been turned into a snow dumping site, and they just dump snow into it by literally by the truckload. And it can like half fill this quarry every winter. But then they said the snow they dump there doesn't. There's like a good 25% of it doesn't even melt through the summer, and that just kind of blew me away. It might do. I'll have to try and find the video. That's you. Yeah, I can't remember where in Canada it was. It's only the base. The different now of tornadoes and hurricanes. I never have dealt with tornadoes, and I never want to deal with tornadoes because they're terrifying to me. The most I've ever had to deal with is an earthquake. I'm trying to. If I got the model up here, maybe I can. Not very common where I am because we're not near any fault lines and we're supposed to be on the quote tectonically stable region. So, but we got two random ones, one year and another year. But it was only ever for like a few seconds, and that was it. One happened here at like 5 a.m. a few weeks ago. Here is not an active line in a sludge hole in the middle of the road, somewhere across town. Oh, like a sinkhole kind of thing. Seem to just pop up anywhere, sinkholes. I shall hydrate. After school that day was odd. Yeah, we don't even get sinkholes here, I don't think. Larry said we kind of got lucky. Don't get hurricanes. We we don't get hurricanes like they do in the States, but we do kind of get the tail end of those storms if they move across. So we do have like big winter storms sometimes, but it's never like a hurricane. But we do get like 18, 19 mile per hour winds at points. Like just the other week, we actually had 70 mile an hour winds, and you could hear on some of the houses the tiles rattling, because obviously this country's not built for extreme weather whatsoever, like it's the normal housing. So if we had like tornadoes or hurricanes or anything like that, that would be like devastating here. Like a lot of houses here, they've got like either slate or is it I forget what the other tile product is that's on roofs. Slate. It might be it's not terracotta. I can't remember, but yeah. Take this. Ceramic, that's it. They're either slate or ceramic roofs. Sharp, heavy, deadly projectiles. Yep, pretty much. But that's typically on the older houses, but like most houses here do have that kind of roofing. But like newer materials, they're a lot lighter and safer now. But people don't normally replace the roofs often. I think it's expensive and dangerous. From what I've seen in the UK, you have some steep roofs. Oh yeah, we do have steep roofs. We don't have roofs you can climb on safely whatsoever on normal houses. You need those roof ladders to just get across them safely. You do your arms because that's easy to do. Summer over there is terrible. Yeah, summer over here, it's not fun. We have roofs you can walk on. Yeah, be careful, but not every roof that I ever. Not every. Like, I've only fallen off a roof 3 times or something. Oh, roofer. Summer in the UK is bad because we don't have air conditioning. Which is not fun in the slightest. It is. Our air conditioning is Mother Nature. So we just rely on wind when it exists, which is not much in the summer. Yeah, I think it'll be one of them things that if I can ever justify the cost, I'm gonna buy one of those room air conditioners so that I can at least have AC in my room. Bit, which is always a bit. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't think I could cope with that where it's warm, then it rains, then it stops, everything dries and heats up again. Instead it just becomes horribly humid. Inside of the leg first. Don't like in the insides of the legs. Moment. Fiddly. Hydrate. I'm really happy with the progress on these so far. Because for how I paint them, it's going rather quick. Hello, D. Welcome back. My dislike of my boss only grows. That's never a good sign. Get some contrast on this last one, and then that'll be good. Let me just check. Okay. Right, carry on. Gonna be real pain in the butt for getting some of this detailed painting down the line. But if I can manage to do it okay, be good. Again. They've always been arrive back at airport. A long list of do's and don'ts. A weirdly long section about attire in a section. Don't work for more than 2 days. Leave. Bit I relied on being able way to get there without. That's no good. Is it a company vehicle as well? Or is it your own? Microphone there. Apologies. there, so not really miss things. I can imagine. Like number 2. Black coat, no shorts. Ignore that woman's. I'd just wear those. You can get like shorts that roll down into trousers, so you can like roll them up and down whenever you want. And that way, when you're seen, you've got trousers. Really? Oh. I can't remember what they're called though. Yeah, there you go. Stopped again, haven't you, music? Of course you have. Go. But for the most part, since winter has, hoodie, company jacket. That's fine. I mean, most of the time, passengers aren't bothered about what you wear as long as you look presentable. What I've seen. Keep saying this, even passenger would not give a damn about what the driver wears as long as it's not super inappropriate or dirty. Yeah, exactly. It's like when I went to Iceland, I think we got picked up at something like 5 a.m. And the guy was just like in a t-shirt and shorts, and it's like, that's fine by me. Because he's driving the car. I'm just sat in the back as a passenger. So it doesn't matter to me how he's dressed. I just have the mentality of whatever's comfortable for them works for me. Make him lots of tea. It's a natural laxative. Yeah, that's true. Coffee is as well, right? I don't think it's as bad as tea. Ah, okay. I've only ever seen it done in Mr. Bean, in a Mr. Bean movie when he goes to America. And I think he like accidentally ruins the Mona Lisa or something, and he sneaks in to fix it, and he pours like he pours in like a little bit of laxative into the security guard's tea, and then he accidentally drops all of it, and then he's like, "Oh no!" And then he just mixes it in anyway. It's like, "Oh, it'll be fine." And yeah, that security guard wasn't happy. It was a funny scene. That looks. Yeah, it's a fantastic series, and then the movie. Is it just one movie or is it two movies? I think it's just the one movie. It's great. The end all thing is all black, no shorts. At least have company logo visible. The logo bit I can understand. The rest is just like, that's silly. Right, that is where I am actually going to call it good. I think we've done well though. We've got all 5 of these guys. We've got the reef bone on all the bits that are going to be yellow, and we've done some of the recess shading on them now, which is good. I'm happy with that. So let me go back to this page. Oh, thank you. I'll take a picture and I'll put it in my Discord server, and I'll put it on Twitter as well. That is my socials. I have Twitter and a Discord server. Ah! Thank you, Sly Marbo. Let's see if we've got anybody we can go and raid. We do. We'll go say hello to Amari. She's doing some artwork at the moment. So let's queue up a raid to say hello to her. Right. So thank you all for coming along with me today. I've actually got quite a bit done that I'm happy with. I'll be streaming next time on Monday. I'm not sure what I'll be streaming yet, but I will let you know. I think that's about it, really. Thank you again for the follows and the gifts on Throne. Really do appreciate that. And other than that, I'll catch you guys Monday. So, from me to you, have a wonderful weekend. As something broke. Something dropped. I don't know what that was. Alright, I'll catch you later, guys. Bye!